Hey all, welcome back to our series on how to improve athletic performance. My name is Steve and I'm one of the performance coaches here at Spectrum Sports Performance. And we're kind of starting our mini series on improving and developing explosive agility. So if you remember last entry, we talked about the importance of a stable athletic base position. Not producing movement from standing upright, but dropping down in an athletic base with good posture and good stability to the ground before I produce my athletic movements. So today we're going to talk about moving out of that base. Obviously there's many different directions we can move out of this base, but we're going to work today on just shuffling across laterally into frontal plane, facing straight ahead the whole time. When we shuffle, we're really talking about anywhere from about 0 to about 3 yards to that cone right there. Any longer than that, I'm most likely in an athletic sense going to turn and run. Basketball, there may be an exception. I might be shuffling further, playing defense and whatnot, but for today we're just going to focus on this 0 to about 3 yard distance and shuffle. So real quick, a couple key points we want to focus on when moving across laterally is getting the stable base established, gripping the ground, and then identifying your push leg. It sounds simple, but most people are one side dominant. So I want to identify my push leg. If I'm going that direction, my push leg is going to be for my left foot so I can produce force and get out. If somebody's right side dominant, however, they may try to push right foot and then go into a shuffle. Obviously taking him off balance, taking him out of their base position. So we want to identify the push leg, which is always going to be that outside leg going across. Once we're there, we want to make sure toes are straight ahead. Sometimes people are taught to shuffle with toes out wide to reach. If I'm talking about an athletic sense here, toes need to be straight ahead because I can grip the ground better with my big toe. Like we talked about last week, I can produce more force, more explosion going across than with my toes out wide where I can't grip anything at all. So we want to focus on that. Toes straight ahead. We also want to make sure feet don't come together. We don't want to gallop. If I'm galloping, how the heck can I change direction with any sort of power? Because I'm never coming back to that base position that we initially produced movement out of going across. Very important that I go with that. Also want to make sure that I get full extension with my push leg, right? If I'm trying to get from here to there, there's obviously a reason, right? A sense of urgency to get from here to there as fast as possible. So I need full extension with my push leg. If I'm taking a million steps getting across, doing a little MC Hammer dance going across, it's going to take me all day to get over. So I need to get full extension with that push leg. It's got to be quick, explosive, but covering ground, pushing across. So we're going to go ahead and talk about how to train for that and how to improve that. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Matt again. Matt's going to hop right here and just drop down that nice stable base that we had him in last time. So Matt, toes straight ahead, go ahead and drop down. Remember, knees are in slightly, chest is tall, belly button's engaged, and I may push him, once again, like last week, just to test him to make sure he's stable. So we're going to work on what's called a push to base. All it really is doing is working on each individual shuffle step one at a time, and then we'll tie it together and make it more game-like speed. So doing a push to base, he's going to take one step, a nice good aggressive push, and come back to his base position. So on my go, he's going to push back to base, and then I'll test his base. You ready, Matt? And go. He pushes, he comes back to his base. I test to make sure he's stable. Once again, he's pushing from this foot, this toe straight ahead. He gets good extension, but always comes back to the base, so he's ready for his next movement, whatever that may be. One more, ready, go. Push, back to that base, and we're here, and he's balanced, and he's centered, and we're testing. Okay, so let's bring it back to the beginning, back to this cone over here. So the next progression is, obviously when Matt gets good at that, we're now going to work on a fast shuffle. 3 yards once again from cone to cone. He's going to get over there as quick as he can using the same thing we talked about. Toes straight ahead, identifying the push leg, good extension, and not galloping, not like a horse, all right? He's going to push across. When he gets there, he better be in a stable base. Why? Because chances are he's got to do some other kind of movement when he gets there. A jump, a run, a shuffle back, a dive, a tackle, whatever it may be. We need him in an athletic base. So he's going to shuffle across, and then I'll test his base position. On my go, Matt. And go, fast shuffle, get across. Good, he's gonna stick it in the base. And now we're gonna do the same thing going back as fast as you can this time. Now get across, sense of urgency. Ready, go, push, push, push. And stick in that base position. We're gonna go one more each side, even faster now, Matt. You ready? Get that left leg ready. Don't care about the arms, just push. Go, get across, push, push, push. Good, stick it, grabbing the ground, nice and stable. Last one, going across. Go, push, 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 stick it. And then he's in his base. Good, thank you, Matt, go and relax. So obviously from there we can address other things like what he does when he's in his base, whether it be like I said, jumping, cutting, tackling, running straight ahead, whatever it may be, or even shuffling back. So Matt works on his shuffle here. We get better at that. We make it game-like speed, and we can obviously change the drills and make it more reactive down the road. So go ahead and tune in next time. We'll talk about how to turn and run and actually open it up for larger distances. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.